We are back for game number 46 of our simulated Red Sox season. Red Sox coming off a loss this afternoon in extra innings, 9-6 to start off the doubleheader. They now have the rubber match against the Mariners, both of this doubleheader and also the rubber match of the series. Red Sox won the first game on Monday. This is the final game of the three-game set. Both teams have one of their better starting pitchers on the mound, Justice Sheffield going for Seattle, Nathan Eovaldi for the Red Sox. Both teams also going with basically the same lineup that they had in the first game. Only changes for both sides are the catchers, Kevin Plawecki doing the catching for the Red Sox, Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate for Seattle. So we are ready to get started here with Mallex Smith leading things off against Nathan Eovaldi. Red Sox looking to recover against the Mariners after the tough loss in the morning, or afternoon I guess I should say. It's a 3-1 count on Smith to start things off, so Eovaldi looking to avoid the leadoff walk. He gets a little weak ground ball to left side. Smith can fly, but Devers makes the play anyways. One down. Now a 1-1 on Mitch Haniger. Haniger rips it out towards deep left field. That ball is carrying out to the wall, and Benintendi gets it right in front of the wall. So some loud contact, but it is out number 2. Now Shed Smith comes to the plate. Smith was phenomenal in the first game of this doubleheader. This time he hits a ground ball behind the third base bag, but Devers picks it up, makes the long throw, and Eovaldi gets him 1-2-3 in the first. Now Andrew Benintendi coming up, the second straight lefty the Red Sox have had to face. Top of the lineup is very left-handed heavy, which can be a problem. Justice Sheffield, 3.20 ERA. He's got an 0-1 pitch coming into Benintendi, and he hits it on the ground to Kyle Seager for out number 1. Alex Verdugo in the midst of his coldest streak of the year, and he hits a weak ground ball back to the mound. 2 ground balls and 2 outs for Sheffield as J.D. Martinez comes up. Had a home run this afternoon. And this time he hits it out towards deep center field. That goes off the wall in the triangle. Martinez slides into second base. And the Red Sox get a little bit going here in the first. There are 2 outs, but Martinez stands at second base with Rafael Devers coming to the plate. 1-0 pitch coming into Devers. And that's a little pop-up into shallow center field. Fraley gets underneath, and Martinez is left in scoring position. We are still scoreless as we head into the second. Daniel Vogelbach leads things off for Seattle. Vogelbach hits it on the ground over to Peraza. 1 down. Now an 0-2 to Kyle Seager. Gets him swinging, first strikeout of the night for Eovaldi. And Jake Fraley comes up next. He's been kind of annoying in this series. Some infield singles and some walks, and just seems like he's on base every time he comes up, and this time he rips it into the corner in right field. And the Mariners have some speed in scoring position as Fraley stands up with a 2-out double. Seattle looking to take a lead here. J.P. Crawford coming up. Crawford was intentionally walked in the 10th in the afternoon game, right before Tom Murphy hit the home run to eventually win the game. Now he's down 1-2 against Eovaldi, and Eovaldi gets his second strikeout of the night, leaves the runner at second. Still no scores. We head to the bottom of the second. Xander Bogaerts to lead things off. Also had a home run in the first game. And here he hits a line drive out to center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Fraley cuts it off so he can't go for extra bases, but the leadoff man is on in front of Michael Chavis. 2-0 to Chavis. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. That looks like a tailor-made double play, and it is 6-4-3. Not what Chavis is looking for there. Bases are empty for Jose Peraza with 2 outs. And Peraza hits a pop-up into center field. Fraley's going to get underneath that one, and the Red Sox send only 3 to the plate in the second. Neither side's gotten anything going here. It is a 0-0 as we head into the third. Rafael Ortega to lead things off for Seattle. He watches strike 3 go by. 3 strikeouts for Eovaldi. Jonathan Lucroy cut by the Red Sox right before the season. He's got a full count here, and he hits it out towards deep left field. Benintendi's tracking it into the corner, but it's going to get up and over the wall. Jonathan Lucroy gets revenge on the team that cuts him. Solo home run right down the line. And it's a 1-0 Mariners lead. So Mariners strike first as Mallex Smith hits a line drive into center field, but Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to make the diving catch there. Save a hit, make the second out. Mitch Haniger 2-2. Hits a fly ball out towards deep center field. Bradley's not catching that one. That gets all the way to the wall. Haniger. It's about another guy who kills the Red Sox this season. The 2-out double in Seattle is threatening for more. Already up 1-0. Get the runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. 1-0 to Shed Smith. Hit on the ground over to Peraza, but he makes the play, and Haniger will be left at second. But Jonathan Lucroy hits it into the monster seats. It is a 1-0 Mariners lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Jackie Bradley Jr. to lead things off. And it's a little tapper in front of the plate, but it's going to be a bad throw. And Bradley's going to get over to second base on the error. So Lucroy hits the home run in the top of the third, but he makes the error here in the bottom of the third, and Bradley is standing at second base with nobody out. Kevin Plawecki at the plate. And Plawecki hits a ground ball over to Vogelbach. That will be the first out, but Bradley moves over to third base with just 1 out. Red Sox looking for a fly ball to get that run home. 0-1 to Andrew Benintendi. Lines it into left field. Even better. That's a base hit. Bradley comes in. We are all tied up at 1. Andrew Benintendi brings the tying run home with a base hit. Now Alex Verdugo slumping hard right now, and that's a ground ball over to second base. And they go 4-6-3. The inning is over. Second double play for Sheffield in this game, but the Red Sox do get a run. It is a 1-1 as we head into the fourth. Daniel Vogelbach to lead things off for Seattle, and he hits one out towards way deep in center field. Bradley's going to watch that one go into the seats, and just 2 pitches into the fourth, it is the second home run against Eovaldi in this game to a very deep part of the ballpark. Seattle takes the 2-1 lead. Kyle Seager now hits a weak ground ball right back to the mound. Eovaldi makes that play for the first out. 0-1 to Jake Fraley. Hardy has a double in this game. Here he hits a fly ball towards deep right center field, but that's going to hang up for long enough for Bradley to get underneath that one for the second out. And J.P. Crawford hits one. It's a rocket, but right at Michael Chavis for 3 straight outs, but that comes after Daniel Vogelbach goes into the monster seats right in left center field. It is a 2-1 Mariners lead as we head into the bottom of the fourth. J.D. Martinez coming up for his second at bat of the game. And he hits a little pop-up into shallow left field. Seager goes back on that one and makes the catch. The first pitch to Rafael Devers. Over on the ground, over to Vogelbach. 2 quick outs here for Sheffield, as the Red Sox are trying to tie this game back up. And Xander Bogaerts attacking the first pitch as well. He's going to hit it on the ground over to Crawford, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Sheffield. And Seattle holds on to their lead. It is 2-1 Mariners as we head into the fifth. Rafael Ortega to lead things off, and he hits hard but right at Jose Peraza for the first out. Lucroy hit the home run his last time up. 2-2 pitch here. Pops it up right in front of the plate. Vasquez gets called off by Peraza, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. The L1 to Mallex Smith got robbed by Jackie Bradley Jr. in his last at-bat. This time he hits a line drive right to Rafael Devers. So Eovaldi comes back with a 1-2-3 inning, but the Red Sox offense needs to get to work. Trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Michael Chavis to lead things off. Hit into a double play his last time up. This time it's another ground ball. Nobody on base, but it will be a 1 out. Jose Peraza. So the Red Sox are not making Sheffield do any work here. Peraza, weak fly ball to right field. 2 very quick outs. Sheffield is at 40 pitches with 2 outs in the fifth. Here comes a full count to Jackie Bradley Jr., but he gets him swinging. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sheffield. Red Sox bats are going quiet here at Fenway. They are down 2-1 as we head into the sixth. Mitch Haniger has hit the ball very hard in his 2 at-bats in this game, and he's up 2-0 here. Drops a bunt. Devers comes in for it, but not ready for it. Mitch Haniger catches the Red Sox off guard. And he's going to lead things off with a bunt single. As Shed Smith now hits it out towards deep center field. That gets down into the triangle. Shed Smith has been killer to the Red Sox all day long, both of these games. That's going to be a triple for Smith. Haniger comes in to score. Seattle extends their lead. It's now 3-1, and there's still nobody out with a runner on third. Daniel Vogelbach now gets intentionally walked. Interesting decision there to get to Kyle Seager. And Seager hits a fly ball out towards center field. That should be caught, but it is extremely deep. No chance at getting the runner at home. So that is the first out of the inning. The Mariners take a 4-1 lead. Jake Fraley coming up next. Fraley hits it out towards deep left field, and that ball is out of here. Jake Fraley continues to just bother the Red Sox. Horrible inning here for Nathan Eovaldi. All of a sudden, it is a 6-1 Mariners lead. Eovaldi's day is done. Marcus Walden, who just got called up, is coming in. And Walden hits a little weak ground ball over to second base for the second out. And now a 3-2 to Rafael Ortega. Hit on the ground over to Chavis. Walden makes his way to cover. That will end the inning. But Seattle gets 4 more runs. It is a 6-1 Mariners lead as the Red Sox offense is ice cold right now against Justice Sheffield, and things are not looking good as Kevin Pilecki hits a little ground ball over to J.P. Crawford for the first out. Just pure domination right now from Sheffield. And that's going to be out number 2. Strikeout number 2 for Sheffield. Has not been missing a lot of bats, just getting a lot of weak contact. As Alex Verdugo hits another ground ball. Another thing is Sheffield has been a ground ball machine. Seattle's defense has been short-handed. It's a third straight 1-2-3 inning for the Red Sox. 6-1 Mariners as we head into the 7th. The Red Sox had so much momentum coming into this day. Had won 3 in a row. Now they're very much in danger of dropping both games of this doubleheader and dropping 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, who are one of the worst teams in the American League. As Walden gets a ground ball for out number 2. And Mitch Haniger swinging 3-0 hits a routine fly ball to left field, so Walden does get the 1-2-3 inning there, which is nice to see. But the Red Sox still trailing by 5. It's a big chance for J.D. Martinez to get some momentum back for his team. And he gets on base. The Red Sox have been gone 3 innings without a base runner, so leadoff single is nice to see for Martinez. Puts a runner on in front of Rafael Devers. 3-1 pitch. And Devers hits it out towards deep right field, but that's going to stay in the park. Haniger gets it right at the start of the warning track for the first out. And Xander Bogaerts takes ball 4. So the Red Sox get something going here. 2 men on with 1 out. Michael Chavis coming up. 1-0 pitch. Chavis hits it out towards right field on a line, but Haniger makes the diving catch going back to the track. Robs at least a run, probably 2. And this is just not the day for the Red Sox as Jose Peraza comes up with 2 outs. Swings through strike 3. Red Sox strand 2. They're trailing 6-1 as we head into the 8th. Mariners just dominating here at Fenway as Shed Smith hits it out towards deep right field. That's going to get down to the wall. Shed Smith destroying the Red Sox in this game. In this day, I should say. Was the best player for the Mariners in the first game. He now has 2 big extra base hits here in the second game as Parker Markle comes out of the bullpen now. Markle has been pitching in much more high leverage situations than this of late. As he gets a ground ball from Vogelbach, and Bogaerts makes the play for the first out. The 2-0 to Kyle Seager, that's hit on the ground over to Peraza. 2 down. Smith moves his way over to third base. Jake Fraley, just the most annoying player the Red Sox have faced, and he looks at strike 3, so Parker Markle gets out of another jam, but it doesn't really matter what the pitching does when the offense is going like this. Trailing 6-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Justice Sheffield still in this game for Seattle as Jackie Bradley Jr. hits it right into the shift up the middle for the first out. Now the first pitch to Kevin Plawecki. Pops it way up in foul ground. 2 down. Sheffield still only had 86 pitches. Benintendi here swinging at the second pitch, so make it 88 pitches, and that's a weak pop-up. And it just does not look like the Red Sox are ready to get anything going. As we head into the ninth, Mariners still leading 6-1, and J.P. Crawford leads off the top of the ninth with the base hit. And now Crawford takes off for second, kind of rubbing it in here with a 5-run lead. And Ortega smacks it out towards left center field. Mariners are just piling on here. That's going to make it 7-1. Still nobody out. The runner in scoring position here. And now a 3-0 to Jonathan Lucroy. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and Markle needs to be taken out of this game. That's exactly what happens. Josh Taylor coming in now. At this point, it's just don't use any more pitchers. Red Sox do have a day off tomorrow, but still, it's the infield single to load the bases. And this game is just about to turn into a laugher, it seems. Haniger on the ground. That could be 2. It is not. You get 1 out. Run comes in. 8-1. Shed Smith now out towards deep center field. That one should be caught, but it will bring another run home. Make it 9-1. That's actually a pretty close play at the plate. Bradley's got a gun, but Lucroy does get in. And now Carlos Gonzalez coming in to pinch hit. Goes down swinging. But 3 more runs for Seattle, and the Red Sox trail by 8. And they get 3 more runs to play with as Kevin Pillar comes in to pinch hit for Alex Verdugo. It's Justice Sheffield looking to finish off a complete game. That's grounded back to the mound for the first out. 1-0 to J.D. Martinez. Hit on the ground down the third base line. A little too late here, but Red Sox do get the run. Or do get a runner on, I should say. And now Devers goes out towards the corner or gap in right center field. That will make it 9-2. Would have been nice to see some of this earlier in the game. Devers does bring the run home. And Sheffield will not be able to get his complete game as Eric Swanson comes in to face Xander Bogaerts with 1 out here in the ninth. And Bogaerts hits it on a line, but it's right at Kyle Seager. Devers falls asleep. A fitting end to a terrible game for the Red Sox. 9-2 Seattle. So not the game the Red Sox were looking for there. Justice Sheffield dominated, obviously, the player of the game. Evaldi got hit around in the 6th. That was about it for him. Markle got hit around with his 2nd inning of work. Just not the day for the Red Sox. They lose 2 games, and they fall to a 4.5 back in the division. And the Rays, who have been a very disappointing team this year, trade Charlie Morton for Tyler Callahan, a nice prospect, and Mariel Bautista. So the Reds making a push here. They are in 2nd place in the Central. And they get Charlie Morton on their team. Morton has been solid for the Rays this year. That's a nice trade for the Red Sox to get Morton out of the division. So that is going to do it for us here today. Red Sox lose both ends of the doubleheader. They are now heading to Pittsburgh, get a day off tomorrow on Thursday, so we will be back with you Friday night for the first against the Pirates.